Hello and welcome to Gadget Joe. This is Baseline Tech, where we cut through the marketing and tell you if budget gear is actually worth your money. Today we have a Marvo Saber 61 in white, a 60% mechanical keyboard that's been on the market for a while now and it's still selling. So let's find out why exactly it's still selling. So here's what you're getting. You get 61 keys with a 60% layout, Jixi and mechanical switches in blue or red, double shot ABS keycaps with laser carved legends, so they won't fade over time. There's full N key rollover, every key press registers with no ghosting. The lighting comes in 5-colour RGB with 12 modes. There's a detachable USB Type-C cable that's 1.6 meters long. The unit weighs 610 grams and it measures just 305 millimeters wide. The software support is included and it's plug and play on Windows 7 and up. The price in the UK is around £25 to £30. US buyers will find it between $35 and $41 depending on the retailer. One thing I need to flag is that the spec sheet lists a 1200 mAh battery and wireless capabilities. The white wired SKU is wired only. Don't be misled because that's a different model entirely, but for some reason it's still on the spec sheet. The build is ABS plastic throughout, which is pretty much standard at this price. It doesn't flex, it doesn't creak, and at 610 grams it feels solid enough in the hand. The white case looks clean and makes the RGB pop more than a blackboard would. The floating key design makes it easy to clean. Dust and debris just falls out without too much effort. You do have a level of tilt on the back, which is nice to see. The stock acoustics are a little bit hollow. There's a slight ping to it out of a box. A bit of foam or tape modding cleans that right up, but at stock it is noticeable. There's no keycap puller in the box, with no extra keycaps either. You just get the keyboard and the cable and that's it. The Jixi and switches are budget tier. They're not Gateron, they're not Cherry MX, but for this price they do the job. The blues are clicky and tactile. They're satisfying for typing and loud for office use. The reds are smooth and linear. They're better for fast gaming, quieter in mixed environments. It's rated for 50 million key presses. That's going to outlast the plastic case in most scenarios. Full anti-ghosting works as advertised. Rapid key presses in games all register cleanly. The stabilisers on the spacebar and the shift come pre-lube. There's still some rattle on them though, but again it's common at this price point. A quick relube or tape mod sorts it right out. The RGB is controlled through function key combos. There's 12 modes, adjustable brightness. It looks genuinely great, especially on the white case. It's not per key addressable in a premium sense, but for preset lighting effects it delivers solidly. The Marvo software, honestly it's okay, it does the job and allows you to set presets and functions, but it's clunky. The FN key hierarchy is confusing. The interface hasn't really kept up with the hardware. For most gaming use, you're gonna never need it. Just plug it in, pick your lighting mode and simply get on with it. When it comes to the pros, there's quite a few on this. You've got real mechanical switches at this price point, and that's the main headline. You've got a detachable USB-C, so you can replace the cable or run a coiled one. Double shot keycaps that won't fade, with full anti-ghosting. It looks great in white as well, and it's compact and light and easy to carry. Obviously all pros lead to cons, and there are some in this case too. The ABS case sounds hollow in stock. It does need modding to clean it up. Stabiliser rattle on larger keys is there, and the software is pretty rough. The 60% layout means there's no arrow keys, no function row and no numpad, and that's a learning curve or a deal breaker depending on how you use a keyboard. Oh, and there's only 6 months warranty, which is pretty short, but again, at the price point, you might as well just buy a new one. So here's the bottom line on the Marvo Saber 61 in white. If you're a gamer on a tight budget who wants to make the jump to mechanical, this is absolutely 100% worth it. It's been around long enough to have earned genuine community trust. And at about 25 to 30 quid, you're not going to find a better entry point into real mechanical keyboards. The compact footprint is genuinely useful for gaming setups, and the white colourway definitely looks the part. If, however, you do type heavily for work, do spreadsheets, or can't function without arrow keys, then this is not the right board for you. Go 10 keyless or full size. It's not perfect, it is a budget board, but it knows exactly what it is, and it has some solid features and looks the part too, making it a solid option for those in the market that don't want to or simply can't afford big money for a keyboard. As always, there are links in the description. If you like this video, then hit the like button and subscribe. I'm Gadget Joe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.